Hello and welcome to Psorc. This is a very wet Russian Grand Prix qualifying, and yeah, I'm a new commentator here, so hopefully you like me anyway. Alan will be back next week and we'll be co-commentating. My name is Owen Wyatt, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. So, as you can see, it is a very wet qualifying, absolutely full wet conditions. So, any interesting strategies we're going to see for qualifying, any alternate strategies all out the window. It could mean very interesting strategies for the race anyway, but we don't need to think about that right now. Get the telemetry all up. It's time to see what sort of times we're looking at for actual quality itself. So, Tom is on a lap, Brandon's on a lap, Ahmed's on a lap just now. I think Tom is furthest to the lap, so we'll follow him, championship leader. So I can just get the points up now. Should be more organised for this side of thing. Tom in the fourth inning, the second race back from classic cars. I wasn't around for that, but I'm sure it was fun, I guess. But anyway, out of all that, and last week as well, Tom LMC Womack is leading the championship, 49 points. We're running with the old championship point system, so that means top 8 drivers get points, and from 10 to 1 point. That goes 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brandon Lazan Gaming, he's also up there in the championship second. He's 13 points behind. That's over a race, so Tom has got a very big advantage at this stage of the season. But it's all still to play for, and with weather like this, absolutely perfect for a shake-up in the standings. But anyway, as Tom comes to the end of his lap, in his dry times earlier, he was telling me he did a 33.2 in the dry, so I'm sure he wasn't happy to see wet conditions. But what is this time going to be in the wet? It's a 49.2, a banker lap for him. I'm sure he'll go for another lap later on. Here comes Brandon now. Oh, Flexy's gone top as well. Very close to him, to Tom now. Get the interval lap, the gaps on. Second man in the championship, Brandon. Come around the final corner. Right now, Brandon is, like I said, second in the championship, and he's had a poor lap, unfortunately. Is Jordan up there in third place as well, looking for other laps now, finishing. And there was a lap there from Mark, but it looks like it was maybe went off the track. It wasn't allowed. Ahmed has gone 5th place, 3.1 seconds off the pace, and Robo GP's had a 5-minute long lap. He's had a very long warm up there. Anyway, here comes Casper, or Kaksik in the Ferrari. What's his time going to be? It's not going to be top. It's good enough for 4th though, ahead of Brandon. I'm gonna call this guy X. I haven't a clue what his name is. I'm not going to attempt. I'm just going to call him X. As he comes towards the final corner, there goes that 49.2. He's not going to get the pole lap, and he's going to be down in 6th place. Not last, but not the strongest lap. Y Racer, only 8th as well. We're seeing quite a big range of lap times here. We've got yellows, that will be for Robo Jeep. He had such a long preparation there, and he hasn't been able to make anything of it. But Mark is on a good lap now. He's up on, I think, must be his last time. It was a 50.3, I think it was. And if that's the case... Oh, Tom said a very quick lap, 48.5. I was about to say, if that's the case, then Mark could be on for a fastest lap. He did quite a miracle now to get the fastest lap. With a lap like that from Tom. As he comes on the final corner, Mark does set 2nd place time. It would have been enough for fastest, but Tom got there before him. And Jordan's into the pits. He's not doing any more than 1 lap. And I wonder if that was a corner cut there. Perhaps. Slightly from Kakaksik. As Brandon, I think, just set another lap time. Only 5th fastest. 1.6 seconds off the pace of the championship rival. And X has gone a bit wide there as well. Still waiting for Nicolo and Robo to set a lap. But they're both having their own issues, I think. Because Nicolo's quite a long way off the pace in the first sector, and he's not looking like he's having a very good time of it anyway. If the time's anything to go by, only 4 minutes left in this wet quali session. And yeah, I wonder if we'll see rain in the race as well. People obviously finishing their laps off. I wonder how many people have just went for no pit stops. I mean, we're seeing Kakaksik in now. Brandon is up on his last time. Sam, we're going to see what Flex is doing. He's also up. Mark's down. I think he might be going into the pits. And Tom is he's up again. He's up again. He could be going for, at the minute, what is a 48.2. That's way quicker than anyone else is looking at today. In the wet conditions, this is very, very impressive from the Force India driver. Coming up towards the final corner now. Let's see this time then. Is it going to be in the low 48s? It is a 48.1. A very nice lap time for him there. Here comes the Haas of Flexi round the final corner. And it is second place, 4/10 off the pace. It's marched into the pits. X has just had a crash. We caught that one on board. He's dropped it on the exit of 4 there. I think he must have hit the barrier. Quite hard to make a spin like that. Luckily, he hasn't ripped a tyre off, because that can often happen when he's having wide lines like that. Brandon has actually lost time on that lap, and he hasn't improved. And as X has retired from the session now, no way he's going to get back in time to get our front wing fixed, so there's no point continuing. Ahmed comes to the final corner. He's up on his last time, but at the minute it doesn't look like he's going to be going anywhere up the field at the moment, but we'll see his lap anyway. Coming up to the line, and he stays in P8. Here comes Robo Jeep. He hasn't set a lap time yet. He's 24 seconds off the pace at the moment, so yeah, he's going to need a magical lap really to shoot himself up the table right now. And I wonder if Tom and Flexi are going to be staying out for any longer, as well as Brandon and Ahmed, and obviously Robo Jeep, as you're watching now, because I wouldn't be surprised if they've just stuck, say, 5 or 6 laps of fuel in and are just going round and round and round in circles. That's generally what these people like to do. And Robo Jeep sits there in 6th place. That's not a bad time from him there. I'm sure he would want to be much higher than that, but he's still got time to do 2 more laps if he wants to, if he's got the fuel in the tyres. And Brandon's taking the wrong line for there. He's broken his front wing, so that will be the end of his pole chances, you'd imagine, as well, in the Williams. That's both Williams hitting the wall somewhere. And Tom, has he given up on that lap? Is he just preparing for his last lap? As we watch Flexi come around the final corner, this is looking like a strong lap. He's improved again. We're only 1.3 off Tom, so they're getting closer. They're getting closer to the Force India. Jordan is about to start his next lap, which will be his final lap. And Robo Jeep's up on his last time. Brandon's still having a bit of fun with a broken front wing. Casper coming up towards the back of him on his out lap, so he won't want to get in his way. Ahmed, what's he looking like on his lap here? I believe he's going to finish it. Round to the final corner he goes. He's got enough to do another lap after this one as well. As you can see in the bottom right, he's got over a lap of fuel. What's his time going to be? It's enough to go P8 again. Improving. Good to see. Y-Race is out there as well. And yeah, Brandon's session is over. And very, very slow into the pit lane. And yeah. Oh, yellow's in sector 3. Who's that? I don't think it would be Brandon. He's in the pits. I don't see anyone else having issues. Who's furthest through their laps then? We'll follow Flexi. He's ahead of Tom, and he's also up. This could be a potential pole lap. At the minute, he's about 5 1/1000ths off it. He just needs to make 5 more thousandths of it, well, 6 more thousandths of a second to beat Tom. Can he do that? How will the tyres be at this point? He's running lean, so that minimises the wheel spin and still keeps the speed up. Obviously, in the wet, you don't need straight line speed. It isn't that important. It's all about the cornering. And we've only got 20 seconds left in the session. He'll have time to go around to do another lap. He's got enough fuel to do so. But the question is, will this lap itself be enough to take pole position here for Flexi in the Haas? Oh, it's not quite. He lost time in the last sector. And Tom is absolutely flying at the minute. He is 3/10 up again. He's going to be looking at the 47s on this lap. Where's he finding this pace from? It's his last lap. The time is up in the session, and his fuel is also not enough to do another lap anyway. And yeah, everyone's finishing their laps now. Tom coming round towards the final corner now. It's just going to be in the 47s. Judging by the middle sector, it will be. And it is a 47.6. A fantastic lap. But is it enough for pole? Flexie's up again by 2/10. I wonder if the rain's sort of just laying off a little bit here. And Jordan has finished third there. And looks like Ahmed's being able to get another good lap in. 5th place for him. Here comes Casper. What's his lap going to be like in the Ferrari? I just want to see if anyone else is ahead of him there now. Rubaji's running out of fuel, I think. And yeah, he's out. He's given up there, Casper. So clearly not quite enough speed for him. What about Y Racer? Didn't have the best lap earlier on. 6.5 seconds off the pace. He'll be looking for some improvement. Maybe top 5 for him if he can. Top 4. And decent lap. 1.4 seconds off the pace. But what about Flexi? He is once again only a number of thousands off pole here. Can he do this? Can he take pole here of Tom? He's looking like he can do it here. But the third sector last lap, you remember this is where he lost all of his time. Don't forget Nicolo's on a lap. We'll see how he does at the end. Coming around the final corner. It's going to be P10, an improvement, but not going to be satisfied, I imagine. Here comes Mark. He's also made an improvement, but it's 3rd place for him as well. And yeah, what about Flexi? Can he do it? Not quite. A 10th off. A 10th off. Very close. And yeah, that's qualifying for you then. I mean, that was a very good battle between the Haas and the Force India. Every time you thought he was going to do it, Flexi, it's just like Tom. He extended by even more. It's very good to see. Lee. Okay, I'm going to assume X is Lee then. Says Ruby. I don't know these people, okay? I know like half of them, but I don't know all of them. So, X is Lee then. That sort of makes sense. It sort of makes sense now when I read it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, then Lee crashed out earlier on anyway. And, yeah, we can run through the grid then. When it all pops up. We know that Tom's on pole. That was a fantastic lap, like I said. In the wet conditions, you're always going to be improving. And, yeah. It's Tom on pole, Flexi 2nd, Mark 3rd, Jordan 4th. And you can see the gap, actually, from just after Flexi. It's just an entire second. And then you got Y Racer 5th, Ahmed 6th, Lee 7th, who had an accident earlier on, could have improved. Unfortunately, wasn't able to. Rubachi 8th, Brandon 9th, Nicolo 10th, and Casper down in last place for the Russian Grand Prix. 50% race here, and like I say, remember, only the top 8 get points. Tom has got enough to have a few adventures today and still come out with a sizable lead in the championship. But the quick question is, how's the weather? It's dry. It's dry at the moment, but we know with these races, they're long races, you can see any sort of change in the weather. And I wonder if we've got a formation lap on. I really should have asked these types of questions, but then again, I'm not really the person racing, so yeah, preparations on the grid then. Oh! Pole sitter's gone. The pole sitter has left. Connection issues for Tom. And will he be able to get back in time? It's a gift for the rest of the field. I just said he could have a few adventures. I didn't quite mean that. Brandon is probably seeing that, and he's probably got a massive grin on his face. Unbelievable. Tom, at the moment, isn't going to be taking the start. If there is a formation lap, he's got time to get back in. But if there isn't, he's in trouble. And it is a formation lap, so he has got time. He has got time to get back in the session. But he's only got about 2 minutes. And we see Flexi has found himself on pole position at the moment. As the field all come through. A dry track here at Russia. One of Tom's also his strong points as well. Like I say, he said that last time. He told me earlier. He was very happy with it. And yeah. Oh dear, we had an incident. We've had an incident on the grid. I wonder if anyone's got any dirt on their tyres. Any dirt on the tyres, and you may as well say goodbye to a good start, basically. Because if you have bad tyres, then it means you've got no traction off the grid. It has happened to me before. It's not fun. You lose you lose a lot of positions. Then it normally ends up in a crash. So luckily they haven't got anything on their tyres, mainly because there's nothing to get on their tyres. Because it's all just runoff area and tarmac, no gravel traps or anything around this track. So yeah. anyone has a big off today, they might end up in the wall. And Tom has just said that the session no longer exists, and we had another accident, I believe, in the field. And yeah, people are dropping like flies here. Tom is in serious, serious trouble. We're only going to have 10 people taking the start by the looks of it right now. Unless Tom can miraculously get back in. But I just... Is there enough time to get him back in? That's the big question. As Flexi comes up to head the field, he'll line up in position 2. But he will be, I believe, the man to lead them down into turn 2. You know, the amount of people who I've seen call turn 2 turn 1. It's so painful. I mean, has anyone ever heard David Croft's commentary? It's awful. And I swear, he calls it turn 1 every year. And there's another comment before the race starts. There's the line up. Last car there, Casper. Coming up to the line. Hopefully I'll be able to see this before this starts. Bit risky, but we'll try it. And we get a dreadful camera angle. 5 lights on. And they are away. It looks like a good start from the McLaren there, actually. Of Mark. He's looking around the outside in towards turn 1. And there's Jordan as well, getting within the fight. There's 3 people potentially could be leaning into turn 2 here. And it looks like it's going to be Jordan side by side with Flexi. And there goes Mark as well. Into turn 1. A little bit of contact. And there's 2 spinners off there. 2 spinners. I think that was Ahmed and Lee who went off. And Y Racer's up to 3rd place after Jordan's slide. We saw it happen there in turn 1. And almost into the back. And I think there might have been a bit more contact as well. Flexi's gone a bit wide. He's already feeling some pressure. But right down at the back, we've already got Ahmed and Lee having a bit of a ding-dong. And it going slightly pear-shaped into turn 1. That looked almost like a collision there. For Casper, he's had a fantastic start up to 6th place. Luckily, the Rebel there didn't go into the back of him. I thought he might have. And, yeah, looks like, honestly, Ruben G was looking for the move on the inside. Cuts the corner slightly. Could get it done still, though. As he goes towards the outside line. Can he get this done? Tom's joined. A bit too late for him, unfortunately. Unless he can hop back in, or I'm not too sure he can. And we'll see Casper coming back now, but I really don't want to see this because I've just seen that Jordan is right on Y Racer and he's got through. He's got through. And Ruben Jeep has got through as well. Good moves from the 2 of them there. Oh! And looks like Brandon's got past as well there on Casper. He's got front wing damage on the Ferrari there, so his great start has just come to nothing. I've just been seeing everybody's tyres. I want to just confirm that we've got Y Racer, Ruben Jeep and Casper all on the super softs. It is Flexi though leading the race, and he is leading by quite a big margin for the start of a race. So it's good to see that there. And we've got Brandon all over the back of Ruben Jeep. Can he get it down the inside into turn 2? Will he leave enough space? He does, and that means Ruben Jeep, if he wants to, he can have another little look up the inside, and he's going to do so. There's a little bit of wheel binding between the 2 cars. Who can come out on top? It's going to be Brandon with the inside line. There's a bit more contact. I think a bit of front wing went flying there, and you can see Casper coming back into the frame now as well. Who's going to come out of this in 6th place? It looks like Brandon. There goes Casper on the inside of Ruben Jeep as well. Is Ruben Jeep going to lose 2 positions? But did Brandon get any front wing damage? He didn't, surprisingly. I thought he must have, but he didn't quite. And I saw Nicolo right on the back of Y Racer. So that's another person who's had a fantastic start. Nicolo up there into 5th place. Fantastic for him in the Force India. The solo Force India. As Y Racer puts it a little bit close to the wall, to be honest with you. Not the best line through there, but definitely defending hard from Nicolo. Who's going to get this one? Round the outside. No way he can do it there. He has, though. He has. Nicolo's made a fantastic move. But he's gone off. He's gone off. Was it an illegal overtake? It looked fine from my perspective, but mustn't have been legal. That's a shame. It looked like a good move. Oh, he's lost the back end. Lucky to keep that one on track. I saw he was struggling with his back end. Maybe that's why he had to lose the position. Flaxy's at a 37.7. Absolutely flying up top out of the DRS range. It is enabled this lap, so I'll be looking at Jordan now. Can he get near Mark in the McLaren? Can he get past in towards turn 1, or turn 2 I should say. See, I'm crafty already. And no, that's that's the answer to the question. Anyone else at DRS able to do anything? Nicolo's still on the back of Y-Racer. He'll want to get that place back. He's not, I'm sure he's not too happy about losing it straight after making a very nice move. It was running outside. I don't know if there was any yellow flags or anything. No, I don't see any reason why there would have been. But whatever it was, it's means Nicolo's behind. He will want to get past because Y-Racer is on the super soft tires as well. So, oh, Casper and Lee. A penalty for Nicolo. Well, that didn't last long, did it? But I'd say penalties are going to be a factor. And I wonder if Casper wants to pit. I mean, he's letting everybody through. Nicolo's side by side with Y-Racer again as Casper falls down the field. Who's going to come out on top of these two? It looks like Nicolo wants the inside line this time. He's not looking to go around the outside again. But he's not got a straight line speed. And Y-Racer defends it brilliantly into the inside. Leaves Nicolo nowhere to go. Has to wait a little bit longer to try and get this move done. But with DRS into turn 2, I imagine it could be possible unless he wants to do it into the chicane. Rubaji gets a 3-second penalty. I was going to say that was never really going to work on the inside. It would have never been contact. Luckily, Nicolo spotted that. I didn't go for it, but he's almost went into the back there and in towards the final corner. He's gone for the move. Can he get it done? Still no. Brown is into the pits. People are moving up positions all the time because of it. And down towards turn 2 now. Nicolo all over the back of Y-Racer. He wants this P4. He's been looking for it for a long time. But look at RoboJeep now. Into this fight. 2 Red Bulls sandwiching the Force India. But it looks like Nicolo's had a decent exit. Can he have a go in towards turn 4? As Jordan is right on the back of Mark as well. I'll be keeping an eye on that. On the gaps. And Nicolo stays put for now. Casper's in the pits as well, as I thought he might have. Soft tires for him, Brandon on the super softs, and I reckon they'll both be able to go to the end, and then these tires last an absolute age on this track. It's as bad as Monaco. They just don't bother to the greatest Nicolo. So much more confident on the brakes, but he's had a really poor exit, and you can see that from the back of RoboJeep hitting the wall as well. No damage though. He only hit it with the sidewalls of his tires, and he's still looking down the inside. That compromises him so much. But Y-Racer's wide as well. It just seems they're all struggling for grip on the track. They're all going off, they're all sliding, and in Nicolo's case he's doing everything as well as hitting the wall in his Force India. Another penalty, and he's still looking for the move. He's now just he's pushing him around the track down the inside into the chicane. You look for the switchback, and surely now he has to get this move done. He's alongside and ahead of Y-Racer. But Y-Racer's going to have the DRS. Maybe Nicolo should have waited. As you can see, his back end is still stepping out of him every single corner. But Y-Racer didn't have the best line fit out either. Maybe it could be RoboJeep coming out on top. Or maybe it could be Lee, who's recovered from his lap 1 incident. With, oh, God, I thought they were going to be in the wall there for a second. I was going to say, against Ahmed, he's also coming back as well. They had their turn 2 incident. And here comes Nicolo. Back at him again. I thought he should have waited there, and I think I've been proven right there, because Y-Racer's ahead with DRS. An easy move for him in the end, as Nicolo goes for a dive bomb. Can he make this one work? We'll see it again from the back of RoboJeep, who could well take advantage out of this. Jordan's got a penalty. Y-Racer went off again. Nicolo's down the inside. Watch out for RoboJeep. He could well take the 2 of them here. Y-Racer is ahead still, but Nicolo is just going to hand it to RoboJeep. Look how slow these two are on the exit. They just have no speed whatsoever. And Nicolo on the outside. He loses the back end! And that was a very unfortunate accident there. Both front wing damage and... oh, Jesus. Right in the way of the 2 of them. And that's front wing damage on the left for Nicolo. Front wing damage on the left for Y-Racer. RoboJeep up to 4th place. But look at Lee. Lee wants a piece of the action. Lee wants down the inside. And Lee might well get the run out of the corner. Not quite able to at the moment. But what an action-packed first 3 laps. And I worry that something's just happened behind Nicolo's round. I wonder if these two have had another incident. Maybe in a fit of anger from 1 or 2 of them. And here comes Jordan then. This is the battle for 2nd position. And not the closest one on track. I'm thrilled to say we're having plenty of fights in the first 6 laps here. And Jordan's got a fantastic run into turn 2. But he's almost into the back. He's hit the back of Mark. He didn't go for the move. It's cost him. He's got damage to his Ferrari. And meanwhile, back here, we're looking at Lee on Robo Jeep. Can he get himself down the inside? He can't get himself anywhere. Jordan, it's a good thing that they run low winds around this track. It's a bit easier. Y Racer Nicolo, who left the sessions into the pit, so that's Nicolo out of this race. That's a shame. They're having a good fight, these two. Lee's got a penalty, and he's not able to get the move done on Robo Jeep right now. I'm just seeing there was a few comments coming in there, so I want to see if I can have a quick look at them without missing anything. We'll have a look at Y Racer in the pits. He comes out. Oh, good for him. And Tom has been venting his anger in the comments. He says, session no longer exists, championship over. I mean, it's not championship over. As I said at the start many times, he's got a big points lead. And here we see Lee. Can he get himself past? Big defense from Robo Jeep. But it looks like on the inside, the Williams is he's gonna do it with a bit of wheel binding. And he's actually, you know what, he isn't gonna do it. Decent defense from Robo Jeep. Not quite able to get it done. And he stays up there in 4th place. Lee has to wait a little bit longer to get past. Once again, it's another driver trying to get past a Red Bull on the super soft tires. It's, you know, just have to get it done quickly. They know it's the lead super soft driver. Ahmed's into the pits. He's got 5 seconds stock penalty for corner cutting. He's broken his front wing. And Lee down the main straight. Jordan still in DRS, and Mark, remember, he's got that front wing damage, which will seriously compromise him. But here comes Lee up the inside. Can he have a go on Robo Jeep? He doesn't want to have an accident. He's just seen what happened ahead of him with Nicolo and Y Racer. He wants to keep his nose clean. He's in 5th place. He knows he's getting a very nice amount of championship points. I believe it's 4 points for 5th place. So I'm sure he'll take that at this moment. And people are starting to move up thanks to pit stops. Robo Jeep still ahead then of Lee. And yeah, it's still flexing the lead, and you can see Lee he's looking, he's just every gap. He's almost like Max Verstappen. He's looking for every possible gap. He's evaluating his options here, and he's waiting for the right time to points. And I think he feels that this is the best opportunity now, down the longest stretch in the middle sector. And look at this, he's got a really nice run on Robo Jeep. He prefers the outside line. He saw Nicolo make this one work, but then give the position back. If he can save in track limits, which he hasn't, he would be able to get the position, but it didn't quite work. He broke too late, and he'll just have to come back again for another challenge. And it's another case of a Red Bull holding off the chasing car very well indeed as Jordan pits. Now I wonder if he's going to change his front wing as he's in the pit lane here. We've just got a little bit of a break in the action to watch this. So there's a new front wing then for the Ferrari. They are going to change it. And how far is this going to take Jordan down then? We're seeing Brandon here in his Williams. Probably the closest person to getting out ahead, but that doesn't look like it's going to be happening. And Lee is right onto the back of Robo Jeep. We'll just have another quick look at Brandon. He's not even in the final 2 corners yet. And Robo Jeep, oh, penalty for multiple warnings. So that sort of helps Lee a little bit. Brandon only on the main start finish straight, and Jordan about to hit turn 2 now. So, oh, he's hit the wall. He hit the wall there. He didn't want to damage his front wing again, but it looked like he was very close to doing so. He wants to be careful coming out of the pits there. I wouldn't imagine that was a very easy wall to hit, but he's hit it. So yeah, something to look out for later. Here's Lee again, showing he's got the superior pace here over Robo Jeep in the Red Bull. And can he finally get this one done? He's looking outside for the cut back. Now to the inside, but he's lost the back end, and there's another chance that's gone wrong. He's just not able to keep this one on the. He's just not able to keep it on the track. Simply, he just can't quite do it. He needs to have a different game plan. He's clearly quicker. It's obvious he's quicker. As Robo Jeep goes wide, has he damaged his car? No. This puts Lee right in the back of him again. Robo Jeep is Matt. Flipping hell. Right. Okay. Matt is ahead of Lee. Thank you very much, Tom. And yes. Hopefully he doesn't hit the wall again. If he even did hit the wall. I don't remember now. Because we just talked about a comment. Down the main start finish straight, we're going to see DRS again for Lee. This is the battle for third place. I'm sure he'll want to take this off Matt. And Matt, he's obviously going long into this race. You'd imagine he will lead at some point, so at least there'll be consolation in that. But he's already about 15, 16 seconds away from the race leader. So yeah, third is about the maximum he's going to get for now, and if he can lead it for a little bit, I'm sure he'll be happy. And with the way Lee's been at the minute, with trying to stay behind, he's going to do that. And behind, I have been looking at this Y-Racer versus Casper, as down to turn 1 they go. Oh, off the track goes Casper, and that's a very easy overtake in the end for a Y-Racer. He probably took it a bit wide. Tom says lead runs no assists. Okay, that makes sense. That would make a lot of sense with the lack of traction out of the corners. Although he looks like he's had a decent exit this time. Is this now the moment for Lee to get past Matt in the Red Bull? These Red Bulls have been brilliant defenders all day long. Will they finally lose their defence? No, as down the inside comes Lee. He's got to go for the switchback like he's done before. Last time he got blocked. This time he's got the chance for the inside line. Not able to make it work. Robo Jeep or Matt. I'm just going to call him Robo Jeep. I prefer Robo Jeep, okay? I prefer... It's a better name. I'm not going to get used to calling him Matt today. I'll maybe soon. But I'm just... Look, just yeah. Lee goes in the final corner. I'll call him Matt. I'll try and remember. And another slide. But you know what? This time he's 2 tenths behind. Just 1 tenth. He's going to have a little look on the exit of turn 1. And he has to make this work this time. He has to make it work now. Jordan's just the fastest out of the race. Lee down the inside into turn 2. Cutting the corner there is Matt, and there you go. There you go. He's done it for so long now. But the defence for Robo Jeep is finally over. Lee is up into third place. And we've run out of battles. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Actually still leading then. 2.4 seconds. Well, 2.5 seconds. He's kept a very nice lead up front. Only good news, I guess, for Tom, you want to say, is that Brandon and Casper, 2 closest people to him, I think, are down. They're nice and low. They're nice and low for you. Getting 3 points and 1 point, respectively. And I'll just have a quick look at that now. Yeah, so, I mean, they're only going to gain a maximum of 3 points in a minute. Jordan is currently in 5th, getting 4 points. Which, once again, doesn't particularly help when he's getting that many penalties. And, yeah. I wonder if Robojeep can... Oh, he's off again. I was about to say, I wonder if Robojeep can pose another challenge, but not when he's doing that. And, yeah. More comments. Ah, dear, Kevin with his food poisoning. Unable to race. Disaster. Would have been a 12th man. But, only have 10. So, yeah. If you lot didn't realise, Tom did retire early on. He didn't even start, in fact. He set a fantastic pole lap. And, in the wet conditions as well, which makes it even more impressive. Unfortunately, like I said, he retired on, before the formation lap. And he got the old session no longer exists issue. So, yeah, championship leader is out of this race. And this man is pulling away very quickly now, actually. I was saying he was doing it quite steadily before. Now he's really started to stretch the gap out here. And, yeah, almost up to 4 seconds now for the Haas driver. Don't know where he is in the championship. Let's have a quick look. Actually, I do have these saved, but I mean I have to go in between apps, because I do want to keep on the YouTube looking at the comments. Only 12 points for Flexi, seriously. With a drive like he's having today, I'm very surprised about that. Obviously, we've seen people have been on the classic cars, remember, for the first 5 races. Only in the last 2 if they moved to modern cars again. So I guess that's different strength for different drivers and different cars. So, oh, Y-Race is a bit wide there. So Casper was actually keeping with him, so I decided to watch this. And, yeah, clearly they're different cars working for different people at different times. And, oh, Mark's in the pits. Drama. Let's see, oh, that's Nicolo. I was about to say, what's going on there? and the McLaren has has pitted, went to his pit box, then teleported into his pit garage to run over all of his pit crew. And Fletcher gets his first penalty of the day. And yeah, he hasn't killed anyone somehow, although I'm almost 100% sure he hit someone. Jordan's ahead after the pit stop phase. Good undercut by him. And yeah, that's just another one of Cody's infamous stupid glitches on F1 2017, a game that is indeed esports ready. And yeah, like I said, Jordan is ahead. He made the undercut work, but with the amount of penalties he's getting, it means absolutely nothing at the moment, because he's still going to fall behind. So yeah, Casper's got another penalty. These Ferraris love their penalties. And yeah, 3 viewers, hope you're enjoying this anyway. Casper, it's sort of like yo-yoing back and forth between that DRS and just outside of it gap, really. If you watch all of the pit stops afterwards, we'll see, well, have all the pit stops, hopefully we'll see it in more perspective this race as the race leader comes to the pits, because I don't know how many stops we've all had. There's 4 people yet to stop, or 3 now, obviously, as the race leader's in. I wonder if we'll see Lee follow him. He's gonna stick on board. He is gonna follow in. So we're seeing double pit stops. We're seeing double fun for the top 2. And will RoboJeep lead? I said he should lead at some point, and I think he had enough gap to come out and have a bit of fun in the lead for now. Here comes Flexi into the pits, and RoboJeep is into the lead, so he gets his 5 minutes of fame up top. Yay! Anyway, what about Jordan then? Obviously, I haven't really mentioned his strategy, because I thought, oh, he's sort of had a poor race. He had to change that front wing. I didn't think he'd be a factor, but nope. He's actually quite close to Flexi, but once again the penalties could be costing him a little bit here. And yeah, out of the pits comes Lee, and look at that! Oh no, that's a massive disaster. He's lost so many positions, and who's that off? Casper's off, and once again he's letting another driver through. He just doesn't seem to like racing. And here's Brandon side by side with Y-Racer, almost touching. How did they not come together there? And side by side still. Are you about to see another Red Bull defensive masterclass here from Y-Racer? He stays ahead, just marginally. And now side by side. Is he going to go all the way around the outside? He's definitely trying it. He gets in the inside for the next corner of the Red Bull. And he's going to push Brandon wide there. And this puts Lee right onto the back of his teammate. Oh, this is going to be so close. Oh, Y-Racer! Right around the outside again. Look at Lee. Look at Brandon. 3 abreast. And Brandon's the man ahead at the moment. Now we see Lee coming to the fight. Y-Racer's fell 2 positions. And he's going to look on the middle of the 2 of them. That wasn't going to work. And now Lee is looking at passing his teammate now. The end of that 14. We just passed the halfway point of this race. And now the 2 Williams are side by side. Look at Y-Racer having to avoid a collision. He's off. And so is Brandon. Lee gets past the 2 of them. And yeah, that's a crazy lap for him, isn't it? He came back behind every car in shot. And he's come out in the end ahead. And I've just noticed that Flexi has taken the lead back. But then again, he was always going to. So, sorry I missed it. But it was always going to happen. Having not stopped yet. Here is Lee now having to defend from Brandon. Not gonna work there. Casper's made a move on Y-Racer, so the Red Bull defensive era is well and truly over by the looks of it. Even though he's on the Ultra Softs, it just doesn't seem to have the pace. I remember he obviously pitted quite early, thanks to the incidents. And Nicolo's ghosted car, that's the car he crashed with, having an even worse day than him. No points for the Force India. And 1 solitary point for Y-Racer up there in 8th place. And here's Jordan now. I'll catch this one on RoboJeep. Hasn't stopped yet. No need to defend it. And RoboJeep, your 5 minutes of fame, well, your lap of fame is over. 6 points you've got so far this season. And at the minute you're looking at another 6. But the rate these lads are going back here, you would be probably up there back of this queue in P8. So it's not end of the world when he pits, but not ideal, is it? And Brandon can't quite get near his teammate. Casper, now the man on the move in the Ferrari. Like I say, he's been so cautious all day. He's been going off all over the show. He has not been wanting to get in any engagements with any drivers. And now, as Brandon has a big slide, it looks like we're going to see the move done in DRS straight, because I was going to say, I thought he might have got it done there, but no, he's going to wait till DRS. Brandon, massive moment. Casper brilliantly avoided it without crashing. And now, let's just see how far back Y-Racer was. Too far to have a go, I believe. Unless there's any serious contact between these two. Here comes Casper! Can he get it done? Not quite. And Y-Racer, he's in the frame now. And now, defense and attack at the same time for Casper. I didn't know which one he was doing. And he's looking around the outside. That's not going to work. Oh! Massive massive slide. I thought I was going straight to Y-Racer. He's looking at passing Brandon around the outside. He's not going to make that one work. He's going to lose the position again to Casper, I think. There he is on the inside. Getting back past. Y-Racer, optimistic move once again. Has not worked for him. And that's... Oh no! Casper's off. Casper's off. Y-Racer goes back through. And that didn't last too long for Casper. So Y-Racer does still win out, I guess, in that little battle for him and Casper. But it's all about passing Brandon. And it's all about, now again, defending Casper. Like Casper, he's really got his fighting under control, hasn't he? And that's a dreadful camera angle. There it goes. Casper through, and now it's a good camera angle. We'll see the good exit from the Red Bull here, and he just flies straight past the Ferrari. Maybe not defending as much as he could do. He's thinking more about the attack here, and he's had a fantastic run. Can he get a Y-Racer, or will he be a little bit circumspect and just wait? And all this time, I was supposed to say Ammo was catching, but no, he's not catching actually. Or is he? I don't know what the gaps are doing. It's going from 4 to 2 to 4 to 2. I think he's catching. RoboJeeps fell down to 8 as I thought he might. And Casper gets past very easily in the end. And here's, yeah, there's Max RoboJeep. And oh, Casper's off again. He just can't drive. He just can't drive. Come on, man. Keep on the track. Keep on the track. No. Who's this ahead? That's Brandon ahead of his teammate. How in God's name has that happened, and why have I missed it? He's got damage. He's done another. He's had another qualifying disaster. He's hit the wall like he did in qualifying. Brandon's ahead. Casper's ahead, and pulling off to the side of the track. The two Red Bulls through as well, and yeah. Are we about to see civil war between the two Red Bulls and Ahmed as he comes up as well? We're seeing these two Red Bulls very good at defending over cars. How about each other? Let's see how this one goes. RoboJeep going for the move with his teammate, and getting it done with relative ease, in fact. Oh, that's boring. Oh, he's off. He's off. He's wide. He's wide. He's wide. Y-Racer comes back at him. Y-Racer, he doesn't want to have an accident with his teammate. Casper almost spins up ahead. And RoboJeep, probably the easiest move we've seen all day, and it was on his teammate. Red Bull not living up to their name! Casper, has he got damage? I don't think he does. Y-Racer, I think, is going into the pits there. His ultra sauce are done. And a little bit of a cut in the corner there from Casper. How's he got away with that? He bashed into the side of the barrier. And luckily he's got away with no damage. Now can he get past, well, not can he defend, more like, from RoboJeep. He's looking on the inside, doesn't want to go for the move right now. He wants to be more patient. He's just come out of the pits. He's got plenty of time. He's better on these tires. He's got more grip to last him for the end of this race. He'll have ultra softs. He could probably get up to Brandon if he gets past quickly enough. And yeah, this has just been an absolutely fantastic action-packed race the whole way through. Like, this has been fantastic for like a commentary debut. I couldn't have said anything better. This is absolutely phenomenal racing. These Red Bulls have been given fantastic racing. Are we about to see more from RoboJeep as Jordan gets his 479th penalty of the day? Up there in second place. I wonder where he's going to end up at the end of this race. As RoboJeep, he's going up to try and make an overtake. Something he's only done once or twice today so far. He's doing mostly defending. And since Casper's got DRS on Brandon, he's not able to make it work Robo Jeep. So we'll still ride on board because we get to see what Brandon and Casper both are doing while seeing it all from Robo Jeep's perspective. The best perspective, really, for a battle like this. I like doing this sort of thing a lot. I don't know. This is something yeah. I'll just come across, really. I enjoy these types of angles. And I use them in Formula E sometimes. They're good for capturing the best bits of a battle. Robo Jeep sets his fastest lap of his race. And now we get to see Casper looking for the move on Brandon. It works. And he's just going to have a nice grandstand view here as Casper does look on the inside. Brandon over defense goes off, and Casper's taken one of the oldest lines I've ever seen, but he's managed to make it work. He moved to the inside so early, he's got past Brandon, and Robo Jeep almost into the back of Brandon. Had to move very late there, just to avoid going into the back, and then had to counter the slide that came from it. Down the inside, will he have a little look on Brandon? Not quite. Casper, how far is he going to pull away? Remember, he started dead last, Casper, in this race. He's having a fantastic drive. He's been a bit nervous earlier on for the defense, anyway, thanks to his front wing damage and all sorts. He just wanted to keep his nose clean. Oh, what a save! What a save from Brandon. How has he done that? How has he not crashed? That was a massive slide. Mark's in the pits. He's broke his front wing. Has he got the gap? I don't think he does. He's also very low on fuel. He had to really conserve at the end. I think Casper, Robo Jeep and Brandon could all get past here. Maybe even Ahmed as well. Oh, another massive slide for Brandon. He's absolutely drifting like mad. He's almost hitting the barriers. Ultra sauce for Mark, unsurprisingly. And it's all about where he's going to end up in that McLaren. It's going to be Casper into the podium places, but for how long? And what about Brandon and Ahmed? I think they'll both get through. Oh, it's gonna be close. I don't think they will, actually. I don't think Ahmed's gonna be able to get through. I said he might, but he hasn't quite. Rhyming. And yeah, that puts Casper into the podium places. I'm a pro, and I didn't know it. And yeah, can he go for the podium now? Oh. Brandon has had a serious crash. I wasn't expecting to see anything that drastic as he retired from the race. But our second car not to finish today, Brandon, we saw him having all his little slides earlier on. A fantastic save on the previous lap. This one not able to be saved, and he moved onto the wheel. Christmas, I think he did. And yeah, I won't say he's bad, but he's still having a few teething problems, perhaps, in that Williams. Anyway, Robo Jeep, can he get this done on Casper now or anytime soon? Before the end of this race, he's got 7 laps to play with at the end of this one, I think. Or maybe 6, 7, 8, not 6, 8 at the end of this one, because I think they're all still 19 because they're 30 odd seconds behind the leader. So yes, 8 laps to play with, and he may not even need one of them. Oh! He'll need all of them. He'll need all of them. He's gone to the back of Casper. He's broke his front wing. Heavily disadvantaged. But he will have mad straight line speed because of it. If he can get past, he has to work on his classic Red Bull defending. What we've already seen today has been phenomenal. Will he just fly up the inside? He will. Casper takes the escape route. There's meant to be a bollard there. Someone's hit it. Or something, I don't know. Maybe it was Casper earlier on when he went off! Jeez! I thought they were going to crash into each other. I thought for a second there, Robo Jeep had just cut across. Sorry for raping your ears there, people. Anyway, Robo Jeep's ahead. It's all about the defensive game now. And it's all about this man as well. He's got right up, hasn't he? 3 seconds he's pulled on Ahmed. And now, surely Mark will just cruise past on Casper and Robo Jeep. Surely. Will he get Casper now? Yes, he will. I don't think Casper's going to have to put much of a fight up. I think he knows, really, that that's going to happen. Now, what about Robo Jeep? Well, I've been hyping up his defence for a while now. This seriously could be absolutely fantastic. Kevin said earlier in the chat the Red Bulls were providing the entertainment. I think we're about to see quite a lot here. Robo Jeep about to pull a defensive masterclass of his life if we can keep this man behind Mark on the fresh tires. Only plus for Robo Jeep is that the damage isn't massive and he's got a bit of fuel. Casper's into the pits and he's got a penalty for corner cutting as well. Wonder if he got any other penalties apart from that. He didn't. Here comes Mark. Oh. Well, that let me down, didn't it? Oh. Right, come on, Robo Jeep. Come back at him. Nah, he's defended it well. Fair play. Mark is through. And up into the podium positions. 34 seconds behind Jordan. Although that will be cut down gigantically at the end of the race. And yeah. Tom is worried his championship might be over. He's still saying about it. I mean, at the moment is I can't see his sound, isn't it? At the moment, his nearest championship challenger, Brandon, isn't finishing. We saw he crashed out. Casper is only 7th, so he's only going to get 2 points. So at the moment, Tom's going to be leading the championship with 49 points, with Casper on 37. And Jordan, if he gets 2nd place, will be on 34, I think. So, yeah. It's not as bad as it looks for Tom. 12 points he'll be leading by at the end of this race. Unbelievably, only loses 1 point of his advantage. But, oh wait, that's only if Casper doesn't make any more positions up. And if Jordan doesn't do a masterclass and win the race, although that actually won't make a difference. Ignore that. It's all about Casper now. And, yeah. It's lap 22. This is flew by, hasn't it? I've thoroughly enjoyed this so far. And, Mark has just set, a blinder of a lap, to be honest with you. I was hoping that Robo G could have came back to get a little bit of a... yeah. Fun. But, he's not, so... yeah. May as well watch the leader. He's, led every single lap. He's sort of inherited it, but we won't take that away from him. I'm just going to inform Tom he has a 12-point lead. I think. Unless my maths is horrific. I've got a maths exam tomorrow morning. So, I mean, if my maths is off now, if I can't add 2 to a number, then I may as well, you know, yeah, just get my G grade now, to be honest with you. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think I can count. So I think Tom still leads for 12 points. This man gets himself a few points back in the championship. I think he's going to be on, what, 22 at the end of this. So it's a long shot for the title if he wins this. But I don't know how long's left, obviously. But I need to actually ask that. And Casper gets another penalty. If he keeps getting them, it could end up being 1 point. So maybe it can get better for Tom. Maybe his 2 closest rivals could end up with no points. You never know what else will happen later on. Then again, that's horrifically unlikely. And, yeah. He's kept this gap so consistent, Flexi, the whole race. I know Jordan's had his issues with front wing braking and all sorts. And in fact, if he hadn't broken his front wing, Jordan would have been leading this race. But you know what? He made the mistake. And, Flexi didn't. So, yeah. Absolutely fully deserving this lead right now. Hopefully there's no commentators curse on that. And yeah. I'm losing my voice. Damn it. Casper. I spoke too soon. I think I spoke too soon. Maybe this gap's gonna become 11 points to Tom. Still will be good, but you know, not as good. If Casper can get past. He's obviously on the fresher, I think, by like a lap or 2 on Y Racer for these ultra softs. So still on course for a nice result, I guess, if he can get past 6th place. He'll take that from last, won't he? I think anyone would take a point or 3, sorry, from last. So yeah, that's only if he can get past it, if he doesn't keep going up the track and getting penalties like a person who, like a Maldonado. Yeah, I'll go with that. Time for some DRS then. Will we see, I know I'm hyping it up again, will we see a Red Bull defensive masterclass in the last 3 laps? The answer to that is almost certainly no, but Casper, with his fresher tyres, has to get the job done first before he can relax. And he's looking so strong at the moment on these ultra softs. Haven't seen a lap since he's been putting in, but I'm sure if he gets DRS and a nice run, maybe he can set a purple sector 1 or maybe a full purple lap on this lap. If he gets past Y-Racer, he needs a clean move for it to happen, obviously. Lap 24 to 27, he's got 4 attempts of getting past here. And I reckon he's going to use, well, the first. Through turn 1, he's passed in turn 1. Not very often you see passes in turn 1 around this track, but he's had that much straight line speed on the exit that he was able to get it done. And a big lockup. He's, oh, he's not off to Narnia. I thought we were going to head into the wardrobe again. But he's, no. He's, luckily he kept it on the track. So, Tom's championship lead is 11 points as it stands now. I will now inform of that as well. Because I'm a useful person. I'm happy. Right. Lap 25 out of 27 here in Russia. I will attempt to summarise the race now, yes. Because people do that. So I'll try. This man has led the absolute full distance. He pitted late. He kept his lead for, okay, fine, the entire distance bar about half of a lap. But I think we'll give him it. I think we'll give him full distance. I mean, he was probably leading at the end of the lap anyway, wasn't he, to be honest? So I think he was leader at the end of all the lap. So this man has been leading the entire race. Jordan's had quite an interesting day up there in second place. He's broken his front wing. He's got 697 penalties now, and he might get another one at this rate if he keeps doing this. I swear he's extended almost every single corner on this racetrack at some point today. But he's up there in second place. He's got a gigantic gap up to the man in third. I'm not 100% sure why he had to pit, but he must have had a pretty big incident to break his front wing. And I have to come in and lose all that. Oh no, I've missed an overtake. Casper is up into 5th place. I didn't realise he was that close. I thought we were going to say anything else. Well, okay, the gap's really coming down now to 10 points. Panic! Panic! Oh, there it is. Number 698 for Jordan in the penalties tally. Y-Racer. Oh, that was close. That was close. I'm not concentrating. I'm more focused on the championship. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep on with the summary, yeah? If we can. Oh my god, if he makes that move, I'll be very impressed. He's made it off the track, you have to give it back. But he's going to go right back up the inside, is the Y-Racer, not quite. Ahmed keeps his 6th position at the moment. And now, coming down the back straight, here comes Y-Racer. Can he get past Ahmed? Ahmed's had quite a quiet race. He's okay up there in 6th place, but I don't think he's going to keep it much longer. Y-Racer goes through. He's up into 6th position. And, yeah, another place gain then for the Red Bull driver. And, yeah, just like his teammate earlier, he's had some very nice defensive work today. He had that battle earlier with Nicolo, if you remember. And they came together. I missed it because I'm a pleb. I think I missed it. Well, if I missed it or if I didn't miss it, I'm a pleb anyway for thinking I missed it if I didn't miss it. And if I did miss it, I'm a pleb because I missed it. So, yeah. The Rebels have had a very nice day in terms of defense. They're going to finish 4th and 6th. Depending on penalties, it could be higher or lower as well. So, yeah, Rebels going to be happy with their day. Casper comes from last. He'll be happy with every point he gets. Closing in Tom's championship lead. Ever so slightly, but it's every little helps. Says, that one shot. And, oh, Roboduke gets another penalty. And that was, yeah, Ahmed falling down to 8th place thanks to that front wing damage. Once again, he doesn't want to fight. They're all being very respectful here, which is good to see. But anyway, forget this. Forget everything that's going on here. Nicolo had that crash. Brandon retired after a crash. And Tom didn't start the race. And, oh, Flaxy's got a penalty. Panic, 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 panic. It's the final lap. He can get as many as he wants because Jordan's got that many. So, yeah. He can he can cut the entire track if he wants to be honest on this lap. I think I've seen so many penalties thanks to this. I imagine it must be strict corner cutting today, this track. Catholic has another penalty, like I say, this points gap might not be the same. But I think I've summarised basically everybody. Why race to get the penalty as well, so maybe that helps Casper now. And yeah, riding on board with the Haas. Not a single mistake in terms of incident for this man Faxi, who's only on 12 points in the championship. With this result, he's going to put himself up into 5th place in the Drivers' Standings with 22 points. A very, very, very nice result for him. Mark has a penalty. Do I need to say it? Do I need to say it? And I'm going to regret doing this, but I want the shot. We're going to see Faxi there coming round the penultimate corner. And we're on the final corner. He's led every single lap. Here comes Faxi. He has won the Russian Grand Prix here in Psorc Season 12. I haven't missed anything. There you go. Jordan finishes in 2nd place, and he's lost a lot of time due to penalties, but he's going to keep that 2nd position. Mark, now he's into the final sector. Like say, the top 2, I'd say they're basically confirmed now. It's just about further down the field. I really don't know what penalties are going to do to this pack. So yeah, we'll just have to see it. We'll have, well, of course we'll have to see it, won't we? It appears something is uploaded. I'm a bit confused. There's 2 streams apparently. I think I need to delete that other one actually. That's not mine. Anyway, sorry. It's that field from earlier. I didn't think it worked. Anyway, sorry. Mark finishes 3rd. Rubajeep 4th for the moment. Casper, is this going to be 5th place? Will he have enough penalties to sort of save at the end? No, right where, so only 2 seconds behind. That last penalty he got was enough to give Casper the gap he needed. And yeah, there you go. That is the race. That was a fantastic debut for me in commentary. I absolutely fully enjoyed this race. If every race is like this, absolutely, I'm gonna enjoy myself here a lot. So yeah, let's just confirm the result of the podium here. Faxi, a dominant victory there. Jordan 2nd place. The 2 Brits up there at the top for Haas and Ferrari. 2 teams that have got absolutely nothing to do with Britain. And the one team that does have something to do with Britain has got a Dutch person, Mark, up there. So yeah, very nice podium for them lot. And yep, that is your podium for the Russian Grand Prix, round 7 of season 12. And the results in the end, Flexi the winner. Everybody has penalties. Oh dear. Jordan 2nd, Mark 3rd, Rubajeep 4th, Casper 5th, Y-Racer 6th, Lee 7th, Ahmed 8th. Who's that? Then Nicolo 9th, didn't finish. Lance Stroll, who's also Brandon, had the big crash today. And yeah, he's last. And Tom, sadly, as we said, didn't have any chance of racing. He didn't start the race, unfortunately. A disaster for him. And yeah, Alex, thank you all very much for watching here. I really did. I enjoyed this race so much. I should be here with Alan next week as well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. So I look forward to next week's race. The championship lead is closed down a little bit. Tom still leads by a massive 10 points. He can still screw up the next race and still be level on points with whoever is behind him. So yeah, the next chapter of the championship next week, same time, same place, maybe the same people. You never know. And yeah, I'll see you then. Thank you all so much for watching, and see ya.